Okay, so the guy behind that anti-Muhammad film was sentenced to a year in jail for violating probation. It's obvious, however, that if it wasn't for the president pushing the ludicrous premise that his unseen movie caused atrocity, the guy would be free. And yet the press still blames the film, or rather free expression, to protect the president. But after weeks of pushing a lie, and now that the election's over, maybe it's time to man up. It was planned terror. There was no spontaneous reaction to a film. So, Mr. President, pardon the guy. Pardon Mark Basili Youssef. You wrongly blamed him, and that's why he's in jail. Sure, he violated parole. We all do that. But we now know, thanks to Hilary, you're going to lock him up anyway. Who knows? Youssef may have a defamation claim against Susan Rice and the newspapers that perpetuated that baloney, especially the ones that continue to, now that we know the video didn't cause the attack. Rice would have some defenses, but the truth ain't one of them. You got to say, Mr. Obama, being the first president to jail a citizen for art, it's the opposite of cool. Your BFF, Hugo Chavez, shouldn't be the model for your second term. And I know you probably wanted to help Eric Holder win at least one case. But no one was investigating this guy's parole violation until you made him your fall guy during the election. Congratulations, you won. Now free the poor sap. What do you say, Dana?
I think that's brilliant. Who thought of that? I think it is the right thing to do. Yeah. For many reasons. They wrongly accused him. He's been in jail from probation. Nobody in California sits in jail for probation for a year. They don't have the room. And President Obama is the only one who would have the power to do so. And it would one, admit that, okay, they got it wrong. And it would also, maybe, at that point, then the media might pay a little attention to it. Yeah, and, you know, Bob, could it be that now that we're past the election, coincidentally, the administration might do the right thing?
Well, I mean, saying the right thing. First of all, you know, the notion that you said in your monologue that it was Obama who was responsible for this guy is this guy who was responsible for drawing attention to himself. And when you talk about art, if you call that art,
it is art.
Yeah, well, it's,
have you seen the stuff the left calls art? Karen Finley.
I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't.
Morgan Spurlock.
I think most of the stuff is on the extremes is terrible. But this guy drew attention to himself and parole violation.
The 300 people had seen that YouTube video before Hillary Clinton said to Tyrone Woods' father that they were going to be arresting the guy who made the video, when we know that even they knew at the time that the video had nothing to do with it. So I think the right thing to do would be to let him go.
Well, how about getting everybody who violated their probation to go? I mean,
no, but you don't see a difference?
Look, I don't see a difference.
No, okay, okay. The coolest rap sheet, I think that's how you say his name, right? He's not watching. Includes bank fraud, using false identities, and a drug conviction. He's not a reliable character. A lot like you, Bob, maybe 10 years ago. But we know why he's in jail. He's not in jail for that stuff. He's in jail because Hillary said we're going to put him in jail. She didn't say we're going to kill these guys.
Do you really believe that Hillary Clinton's responsible for putting that woman in jail?
Yes, but she told the guy at Dover.
You know what? We'll find out. How's this? We'll find out because thank goodness for Elena Ross-Lehtinen, who on October 15th asked Hillary Clinton for some answers, who on November 6th said, hey, by the way, we haven't had any answers. Let's hear some answers. And who yesterday said, guess what, Madam Secretary of State, please show up when we ask you. We have a few questions for you.
You think she called the police down and pick them up?
Hopefully she shows up and answers those exact questions.
Do you think she called the police and told them to pick them up?
Or maybe she'll resign before then and then she...
Yeah. Well, you know, here's the thing. I talked to a lawyer buddy of mine, Susan Rice. She's the top candidate to succeed Hillary Clinton. Is there a defamation suit against her, a defamatory statement that somehow identifies someone, which she did, the filmmaker, as the culprit, a publication of that statement, which is what happened, and damages? The guy went to jail. The guy's life is in danger. Could he sue? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
I think he should sue. I don't think the Obama administration is going to let him out. The problem is he did violate his parole. So then you have a bunch of other parole officers going, wait, I'll make a video. Let me out of jail, too.
Yeah, I've tried that, by the way.
Ideas, Greg.
Yes, exactly.
Say that. But look, I don't think the policy of this administration is one of doing the right thing. I think it's appeasing the Arab world. And I would point out, one, those documents are not going to be made available, the administration's documents, to the senators. Oh, they are. Wait, it's going to be when the senators are back in their districts. How conveniently. And two, I would point out, too, the Muslim Brotherhood came out and made a very chastising statement against the administration. This is a president who's embraced and welcomed the Muslim Brotherhood, and now they're schooling us.
So
the policy is working, Bob, to appease the radical Arab world.
Big segment coming up. Let's go. There's a big one coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Important one.
Did you have a last? Yeah, I thought. No. Okay. Good.